The dynamic world of Latin urban music, few names carry as much weight and consistency as Tito El Bambino. Tito is not just a reggaeton artist, he's a cultural icon, a hitmaker, and a pioneer who helped shape the very genre that now dominates global charts. While artists like Daddy Yankee and Don Omar often headline reggaeton's rise to worldwide recognition, Tito El Bambino has carved his own enduring legacy through emotional lyricism, romantic melodies, and relentless evolution. Since emerging in the late 1990s as one half of the duo Héctor and Tito, Tito's voice has been a mainstay in Latin music. His journey from duo success to solo superstardom is a story of talent, adaptability, and an unwavering connection to his roots. Tito is not only a performer, but also a gifted songwriter, penning hits that have become anthems across Latin America and beyond. While many reggaeton songs traditionally leaned toward street themes or party vibes, Tito dared to center his sound around love, a risk that paid off, redefining how reggaeton could be expressed. What sets Tito El Bambino apart from his contemporaries is his commitment to musical quality over shock value. He doesn't chase trends, he adapts them into his own romantic reggaeton framework. His catalog includes timeless hits like Caile, El Amor, Te Pido Perdón, and Llueve el Amor. Songs that not only topped charts, but resonated with a cross-generational audience. His ability to seamlessly blend reggaeton with pop, bachata, and tropical elements made his music both radio-friendly and emotionally rich. A combination that has helped him remain relevant across decades. This video will take you on a deep dive into the life, career, and legacy of Tito El Bambino, a man who didn't just ride the wave of reggaeton, but helped build the tide. We'll explore his humble beginnings, rise with Héctor and Tito, transition into a solo act, and his lasting contributions to Latin music. Early life and musical origins. Growing up in the heart of the Caribbean, Efrain David Fiennes Nevares, the artist the world would come to know as Tito El Bambino, was immersed in a blend of tropical rhythms, salsa, merengue, and emerging hip-hop influences from a young age. His environment, family background, and exposure to Puerto Rican street culture would play a crucial role in shaping the musical artist he would become. From childhood, Efrain displayed a strong passion for music. He was inspired by both classic Latin crooners and the rising underground reggaeton artists that were beginning to gain traction in the 1990s. At the time, reggaeton was still an underground movement, a genre born in the barrios of Puerto Rico, heavily influenced by dancehall, hip-hop, and Spanish-language rap. He had a natural charisma on stage and a voice that stood out. Smooth, confident, and melodic. He wasn't just rapping like many others. He was singing, harmonizing, and experimenting with melody in a genre that was still largely defined by its hard-hitting beats and street-oriented lyrics. This distinction would later become his signature style. At the age of just 12, Tito began building connections in the local music scene. His early work with DJs and producers helped him gain experience recording and performing. It was during these formative years that he met Héctor Delgado, another aspiring artist who shared a similar dream. His commitment to music became his way out and his way forward. He saw music not just as entertainment, but as a means of expression, a platform through which he could tell stories of love, heartbreak, and hope. Before Tito El Bambino became a household name as a solo artist, he first made waves as one half of the legendary reggaeton duo Héctor and Tito. Formed in the late 1990s, the partnership between Héctor El Father Delgado and Tito El Bambino was not just a milestone in their careers, but a foundational moment in the evolution of reggaeton itself. Their 2002 album, A la Reconquista, became a pivotal release, elevating their status from local stars to international sensations. The project included hit singles like Gata Salvaje, featuring Daddy Yankee and Nicky Jam, which exploded across Latin America and the US Latino markets. Tito's first solo album, Top of the Line, dropped in 2006 and became an instant success. The lead single Caile set the tone, an infectious mid-tempo reggaeton track that balanced danceable energy with soft, melodic vocals. The song climbed Latin music charts across the Americas and was a staple on Spanish-language radio for months. It showed that Tito could craft hits that appealed to women and men alike, tapping into emotional experiences that resonated with a broad audience. Another standout from the album was Maya, featuring Daddy Yankee, a smart collaboration that blended Tito's sensual vocal style with Yankee's reggaeton bravado. The track was a radio and club hit and showcased Tito's ability to collaborate while still standing out as a solo star. If Top of the Line was the album that proved Tito El Bambino could thrive as a solo artist, then El Patron, 2009, was the album that crowned him as reggaeton royalty. With this project, Tito solidified his status not only as a hitmaker, but as one of the genre's most emotionally resonant voices. Chart performance and awards, El Patron was a commercial juggernaut. The album peaked at #1 on Billboard's Latin Rhythm Albums chart and remained on the charts for an extended run. It earned Tito multiple Billboard Latin Music Awards, including recognition for Latin Song of the Year with El Amor. He also received nominations for Latin Grammy Awards, further cementing the album's legacy as one of the most important reggaeton projects of the decade. Tito El Bambino's influence on reggaeton and Latin music is not only measured by his chart-topping hits and sold-out concerts, but also by the extensive recognition he has received from the music industry. Over the course of his career, he has earned numerous awards that highlight his role as one of the genre's most consistent and respected figures. One of the most significant platforms recognizing Latin artists is the Billboard Latin Music Awards, and Tito El Bambino has been a regular nominee and winner throughout his solo career. Early life and family roots. Tito grew up in a neighborhood that was a melting pot of culture, music, and street life. His early environment exposed him to a mix of salsa, hip-hop, and reggae, the very ingredients that would later combine to form reggaeton. Tito is a devoted family man. Over the years, he has spoken openly about the importance of his role as a father and husband. His children are often mentioned in interviews as his greatest motivation, pushing him to work harder and be a positive role model. Balancing the demanding schedule of an international music career with family life is not easy, but Tito has emphasized how crucial it is for him to maintain that connection. Whether through quality time at home or sharing personal moments on social media, he shows a genuine commitment to nurturing his loved ones. Faith has played a significant role in Tito's personal development. While his music often explores themes of love and relationships, he also credits his spiritual beliefs for guiding him through difficult times. For many fans, Tito El Bambino is a musical icon, the voice of romantic reggaeton. But behind the scenes, he is someone who values family, faith, and authenticity. His ability to blend the demands of fame with personal integrity is part of why his music resonates so deeply. Tito's personal journey, filled with challenges, growth, and love, continues to inspire those who follow both his art and his life. Thanks for watching.